Welcome, sweet friends, to the channel Frugal Money Saver. My name is Emmy. My husband is Paul. We're so happy you have joined us today. If you are new here, we're an early retirement, debt and mortgage-free couple living in the state of New York, and our videos just show you how to have a full, abundant life while spending less money. In today's video, we're going to show you over 20 ways to save money, save time, and do it the old-fashioned way. So we hope this video is so encouraging and motivating to you. The first tip I want to give you is make sure first thing in the morning you know what you're going to make for dinner. We're going to turn the camera around, we're going to get into the kitchen, and I'm going to get our dinner in the crock pot. So come along with me, let's get into the kitchen. As the warmer weather is upon us, let's not forget soups and stews in our crock pot. The crock pot is a great economical way to cook. It keeps your kitchen cool, uses a lot less electricity than if you were to put your oven on, and you can take some random delicious ingredients that you have on hand and make amazing soups and stews. So let's see what we're going to use up today. We're going to make sausage, spinach, orzo, and we're even going to use some cannellini beans, and we are going to make a yummy soup. So I have 2 links of Italian sausage. I'm going to brown both of them. If you want to keep this vegetarian, just leave the meat out or use meat substitute. I have 3 cups of my homemade chicken stock. You can use 1 cup of stock and 2 cups water. You could even use all water because this is going to be so flavorful. We're going to put in 1 15.5 ounce can of cannellini beans, and I am going to rinse mine. You don't have to. We've got a bag of spinach from the freezer. We'll probably use about a 1/4 bag. I chopped up 2 stalks of celery, 3 carrots. I've got a clove of garlic that I'm going to mince, and we've got about a 1/2 of a chopped onion, and we still have some of that orzo left, and I'm going to use this up. Again, that little piece of paper in there is the directions on how to cook it. So this is all we need for this delicious economical soup. I am going to brown the sausage first. A great way to brown Italian sausage is take it out of the casing, and instead of adding oil, because sausage is pretty greasy to begin with, I add a little bit of water and I leave the lid off, and then I brown it like this. Now, if you don't care about the oil, then just put a little extra virgin olive oil in here and brown it, but this is going to work just as well. And then I drain it, and a lot of the grease comes out, and you're just left with the flavorful sausage. I just rinsed my can of beans, and I'm going to put them in. What about we're eating beans? We actually don't mind cannellini beans. We're going to take our carrots, our celery, and our onion, put that in. This is such a basic recipe using what you already have in the home. Now, if you have fresh spinach, you can put that in just to wilt it, but I'm going to use up what we have. And I've got some frozen spinach that I'd like to use. My partially cooked sausage that I drained. I didn't cook it 100% all the way through because it's going to cook in here as well. But I just wanted to brown it first, get some of that grease out. And you can see this is what you're left with. This is why we cook it ahead of time. You can see all the grease, and so we just opt to do it this way. Now I'm going to add our chicken stock. You can use whatever combo of stock and water you want. I'm going to add my clove of minced garlic. So good. And by all means, salt and pepper to taste, whatever kind of seasonings you like. I think what I am going to do, I'm going to also add a little bit of red chili pepper just to give it a kick. Well, by no means do you have to do this. I think it's just going to take it up a notch. Okay, we're going to cover it and we're going to cook it on low for about 4 to 5 hours. So those vegetables are crisp, tender, and all those flavors have come together. At the last 30 minutes, I will add our orzo. And if you don't have orzo, how about some elbow macaroni or some egg noodles? So we will show you later on in the video when it's time to eat how our delicious meal turned out. So easy, economical, using up what you have in your pantry, fridge, and freezer. Shop your house. Plan those meals. Now what we're going to do is continue on with our spring cleaning. So many of you were encouraged by our pantry clean out the other day. Well, right now what we're going to do is we're going to turn the camera around and we're going to get into my kitchen cabinets. If you thought the pantry was scary, wait till you see the cabinets. You can do as little or as much at a time as you want. Take 5 minutes and just go through your spices. Take 5 minutes and just clear one shelf. We blitzed it all, and we're going to show you how we did it. So let's get back into the kitchen. Just like my pantry, this cabinet has gotten completely out of control. My spices need to be organized. And listen, I am showing you this so that you will get motivated. Now, maybe you open your cabinets and they are all in alphabetical order in pretty glass jars, and I applaud you. But we keep it real here and things get busy, and this is what happened. I start to shove things again. I am going to go through all these spices. Honestly, some of them I think will need to be discarded. We've had them for a very long time. Okay, I feel so much better. This took literally no time at all. We consolidated everything. My pasta's down here, my dry beans here. We've got the baking section here, tea. Up there is my flour and sugar. My goodness, we even have extra room in here now. Please, please get motivated. Doesn't that look better? I feel better. Paul feels better. Again, we just took the time, did it. It was effortless, and it really took no time at all. So be encouraged with that. Now we're going to share 20 tips with you that are old-fashioned, that will save you time, that will save you money, and just make your life more enjoyable because your time is worth money. So let's get right to them. Number 1, I want you to check your kitchen counter. Look on your kitchen counter. Is there any appliance or something on there that you can actually put away that will give you more room on your counter? Take 5 minutes and do that. Is there something that can go under a cabinet, in a closet? What that will do is free up more counter space for you so that you are able to cook meals more efficiently, clean up more quickly. Just a win all the way around. Number 2, remember our wonderful orange DIY vinegar cleaner we made together? I will share that video down below in our description box. But for those of you who have it, it is a wonderful ant deterrent this time of year. We tried it and it worked. We were getting little ants coming in along the base of a window. A little vinegar orange cleaner that we had made, and they stopped. We haven't seen one since. You just spray, let it sit, and they never came back. So that is a great economical way to keep the ants out. and not have to use harsh cleaners. Remember, always test a little portion to make sure the vinegar and the orange oil doesn't stain what you're spraying it on. Number 3, make sure you bring any errors in charges to you, whether it be over and even under, to the person in charge. The other day we had a plumber here. Remember we were telling you we were blowing gaskets all over, and the plumber had to come to the home. He was here literally 27 minutes. When I got the bill, the plumbing company charged us an hour's worth of time. I got on the phone. I said, "You charged me an hour." And she says, "I'm sorry, we always charge an hour, whether they stay that long or not." I was like, She says, "But you know what? I will give you $25 off just for calling in and being so kind and bringing it to our attention." Yay! Now, $25 may not seem a lot to you, but hey, that's a lot of lost leader food. So always make sure you check your receipts. You check the bills coming into your house. Any discrepancies, pick up the phone. Number 4, next time you're going to have friends over, take 5 minutes and plan a brunch instead of a dinner. Save yourself some time, save yourself some money. As we're talking about brunch as a frugal, economical way to entertain, I want to show you this cookbook. This is Country Living's Country Mornings cookbook, and I paid less than $1 for it now. Look at these pictures. They're just absolutely beautiful, just so precious. I have a plethora of wonderful recipes that I can make for brunch. Number 5, another tip that will take you 5 minutes or less is every evening, unload and put away your dishes, or if you're like us and you don't have a dishwasher, empty your drying rack and put those dishes away. That is such a simple way to keep the dishes in the cupboards where they belong and be ready for the next day. Number 6, keep a running shopping list always. Whether you put it on your refrigerator, you keep it in your date book, you keep it in a pad on the kitchen table, whatever works for you. But when you run out of something, add to that list. When you know you need something, add to that list. This way you are not overbuying and you are not underbuying when you get to the store. That is a 5-minute money saver that really helps. Number 7, organize a drawer. Being organized, again, helps so much in time efficiency. And I am going to show you real time how I organized a drawer in less than 5 minutes because Paul timed me. Let's turn the camera around. I'm believing I can clean out this whole drawer in 5 minutes. Go through everything, and there's all kinds of stuff in here. Wipe it out, put everything back in an organized fashion. Paul's going to time it. We'll let you know. It literally took us 4 minutes and we are done. What a great way to spend 4 minutes. Number 8, how about checking the top of your refrigerator? When was the last time you cleaned the top of your refrigerator? Please do not attempt this if you are not physically able to do it. Of course, that goes without saying. But every once in a while, a great 5-minute cleaning hack is to get to the top of your refrigerator and wipe it down. If there's things on top of there that you can put away, put them away. It just will help your kitchen to look more organized and less cluttered. Number 9, take 5 minutes and gather any newspapers or old magazines that need to be recycled and get them out to the recycle bin. Don't leave piles of magazines and newspapers laying around. It gives the feeling of chaos, and it just is such a simple way to keep your home clean and organized. Number 10, take 5 minutes and prep some fresh fruits and vegetables so you have them in your refrigerator ready to eat. You will see the advantages of that immediately. Instead of dinner time or snack time coming around and you're looking in the refrigerator and being like, guess what? You have a beautiful fruit salad cut up, or you have carrots and celeries prepped, maybe a simple dip. And the other thing, take 5 minutes and do a zero food waste snack hack. And we're going to show you exactly what we mean right now. Let's turn the camera around. I've got a bunch of leftover taco shells that we didn't use for taco night. They come in such big packages, and there's only Paul and I. And I honestly do not like freezing them. They really just don't bode well when we pull them out and reheat them. So we're going to try something different. What I'm going to do is see if I can make some tortilla chips. I've got my oven going because I'm cooking, and I'm going to take some of this Trader Joe's ranch seasoning blend, and I'm going to break up the taco shells, and we're going to see if we can make some ranch flavored tortillas. If you don't have the ranch seasoning mix, then what I would do is just customize it. A little garlic, a little onion, whatever you want to put on it. I'm just putting a little ranch. I like Trader Joe's ranch because there's no MSG. That's all there is to it. I'm going to put them in a 350 oven. I don't know, about 5 to 7 minutes. We'll check them. These cooked for just about 7 minutes. Just going to give them a mix. Okay, let's try it. 10 times better than the name brand that begins with a D and the word Cool Ranch is in there. Oh my gosh. I know Paul will eat these up. What a great way to reuse some taco shells. What a great little snack. Number 11, take a second and put something away instead of putting it down. This is huge for me. Look at this pile that I have. This is what I mean by don't put it down, put it away. I've got a corner of my kitchen counter that I tend to stack things, whether it be flyers or books I'm looking at, papers. So when I say put it away, don't put it down, this is exactly what I'm talking about. So I am going to deal with this right now. Number 12, before bed every evening, clean off your kitchen table, put everything away, and wipe down your kitchen counter. So when you wake up in the morning, the first room you walk into, which is usually the kitchen, is peaceful and clutter-free, and you're ready to begin your day on a positive note. Number 13, take 5 minutes next time you're in the grocery store and look at their floral section. An old-fashioned wonderful gift to give someone is flowers, but florists are expensive. Now, what I would tell you to do is, all those pretty glass jars that tomato sauces come in, or mason jars, grab a $5 bouquet of flowers at the food store, put them in a beautiful glass jar with water, and tie a ribbon around it. They're going to think you spent a lot more than you actually did. So next time you're in that food store, just browse the cut floral section. They are so much cheaper than a florist. Number 14, go through and declutter your just-in-case items. What are just-in-case items? I'm going to turn the camera around and show you. Be careful of your just-in-case piles. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heavy quilts. Now, these are not things that we use on the guest bed or on our bed. It's always like, oh, well, if someone should drop by and they spend the night, we have an extra blanket if they sleep on the couch, or God forbid, we lose power. I look at these and I can't bear to part with them, and somebody else may be, well, you've got 5 of them. Do you really think you'll use them? I don't know. But just in case piles have to be controlled as well. We can't keep adding to them. We can't save things that we're not going to use. Now, honestly, I'm not going to get rid of any of these. And it was funny because when I opened this closet and showed Paul, because he doesn't come in here, he was like, do we need all those? And I'm like, no, we probably really don't, but they're here just in case. Other just in case items would be a plethora of books that you're not reading, but they're there just in case you get the whim to read them, or plastic takeout containers that are overrunning your kitchen. There are so many items that we look at as just in case we need them items, and they're great to have on hand, but every once in a while, take 5 minutes, go through them, and declutter what you think you will not be using. Number 15, take a second every time you use a condiment or open a jar, anything like that, even a tube of toothpaste. Put the cap on correctly. Tighten it. Paul is always on me for this one, and it's the truth. If we don't put caps on tightly, things evaporate. Things spill and you lose food. Bacteria can get in. Save yourself time and money and aggravation and make sure you put caps on securely. Number 16, you want to take 5 minutes and do something really constructive? Wipe down your bathroom. This doesn't have to be a deep clean. Take 5 minutes, wipe down the toilet, scrub the toilet with the brush, wipe down your sink, and you have just refreshed your bathroom in literally less than 5 minutes. That's another great tip. Just have that bathroom company ready 24 hours a day. Number 17 is a Paul hint. Always check the trunk of your car and make sure it is not overloaded with items that do not need to be in there. Because number one, he said you will save on gas mileage big time. You will save on wear and tear on your tires and brakes. Makes sense. The heavier the car is, the more gas you're going to need and the more wear you're going to put on the car. Number 18, Paul is going to demonstrate for us because this is one of his jobs. And let me tell you, in 5 minutes, you could get done 3 rooms. Let's turn the camera around.
So being taller than your spouse, I have the job of dusting the corners of the ceiling. So I have this great little guy, and look what happens. Ha-ha, even more reach. Check it out. Just take this along here, come along here. This takes no time at all.
Number 19, you got 5 minutes? Audit your fridge. Let me show you what I mean. Do a fridge audit. Go through everything, see what needs to be used up. You're not going to have to throw away spoiled food. You're not going to have to put things into the garbage, and you'll know exactly what you have. So I am just going to wipe down these shelves and make sure I organize and go through everything. Literally took me about 4 minutes. Now, this wasn't a deep clean. This was pull everything to the front that you know you need to use. I have a little tiny bit of fruit salad. I have a little tiny bit of salad we need to use up. Some muffins, a tomato that has seen better days. You know what I'm going to do with this tomato right now? I'm going to cut it up and I'm going to add it to the soup we're making. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I can see exactly what's in here now, and I know what we need to use. Literally 4 minutes. And number 20, I want you to take 5 minutes and think of alternate ways that you can de-stress and relax without spending money. Instead of shopping, instead of a manicure and a pedicure, what are low cost or no cost ways to relax that you can jot down in 5 minutes or less? Reading, doing a puzzle, going for a walk, watching the birds. The list goes on and on. And this list refer to over and over again when you get the urge to relax by spending money. Well, we hope this list was helpful. Today's question of the day, please share your 5 minute or less old-fashioned time, money-saving habits and hints that you incorporate into your lives, because I know it will help us and we know it will encourage our viewers. So please share that down below with us. We are so happy that you joined us today for our Friday video. Now, as you know, for the months of May and June, we're only going to be putting out our Friday videos. That's why we pack this one full. We thank you so much for being a part of our channel. Please give this a big thumbs up. If you have a little extra time, watch one of our ads. That is how we get paid here on YouTube, when you all watch our ads. So we thank you for that. We ask that you be well. We ask that you stay safe. And above all, we wish you blessings. Until our next video, may God greatly bless you. We'll see you next Friday. This cooked for about 5 hours on low. About a half an hour ago, I added the orzo. Look at this. I am so excited for dinner. I am going to make some garlic bread now, and we're going to be all set to eat.